How is this like space evolving in terms of like how many companies now have like satellites? It feels like it's becoming a lot more common now, and like there's a lot more private companies obviously operating because of SpaceX. But are we talking about a dozen or so companies, or are we talking about hundreds of companies now launching satellites, or even more, thousands?
I think launching satellites today, it would probably be in the 50s, plus or minus 25% off the top of my head. There's definitely been a lot of companies in the past that have started and failed, and there was probably like a peak years ago that's
Hmm.
come back down, and now it's going back up. I'd say even more, especially with a lot of the opportunities on the defense tech side of things. And so there's probably an equivalent number of companies that are planning to launch satellites that haven't launched yet in that kind of 50 number. But then the spectrum of how many satellites each of those companies is launching is drastically, broad. For us, we're more in the kind of exquisite, highly capable per satellite side of the spectrum. 12, 15, 24 satellites is sufficient for our business. Starlink is thousands. They have tons of satellites in space right now. A lot of the communications, a lot of the really proliferated architectures, launch a lot more. And then some of the more OG companies are doing maybe 3 or 4 for their constellation. So that varies a ton.